Here is the book
I don't know.
Out of the Darkness by James Haskins and Kathleen Benson, husband and wife. From Slave to Citizen. Max, I gotta return this book to the library. Please read it with me here. We're just looking at the photographs. You can bring the kitten, just get over here. All right, what is the 13th Amendment? Go ahead and read it.
It outlawed slavery. It stated, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction.
So the jurisdiction means what?
The jury?
Can the United States tell China no slavery?
Well, they can't tell them.
But can they enforce it?
No.
According to this, no, because China would not. What about Mexico? What about Canada? What about Honduras? Colombia? Brazil? Supposedly, it says no because these other independent countries, right? But United States did something to Cuba. It put an embargo, which meant that we're not allowed to trade with Cuba. But did that do anything to Cuba? It's an island. Cuba needs to bring in everything, unless they can grow it. And so, guess what happened? What, in my opinion, Cuba traded with everybody else except the United States. So, but here it says, slavery is illegal and involuntary servitude is illegal.
What's that?
Slavery. Involuntary, voluntary is you go get a job, it's you volunteered for that job, you want to do it. You get paid, you say, yes, sir, I take this job, washing dishes. But involuntary servitude is, you do this job or I'll whip you. You see? That was slavery.
So basically a threat.
Or he slap you, hit you, or not feed you. Right? Now, the 14th Amendment, that was in 1865. 3 years later, there's a 14th Amendment. Guaranteed citizenship to the former slaves. So, it defined the citizen of the United States as anyone born or naturalized in the United States, and stated, what's naturalized, son?
Moved to?
I moved here when I was 7. When I was about 14, 1986, 1972. What? How old was I? Okay. All right. 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. I was 14. All right. I went to a court, and my mother became a citizen of the United States. And because I was a minor, I was not 18 years old, I also became a citizen of the United States.
So what if you were 19?
Then I would have to marry a citizen of the United States to become a citizen. Pay money, basically it's paying money to the United States government to fill out a form to let me become a citizen.
You have to be a citizen to come to Florida?
No, visas are given to people from other countries that want to come here, right? But the problem is,
like in the movie.
¿Se acuerdan la movie de ayer?
like
Yeah,
in the movie from
like the
yesterday.
Las embajadas de
La
Estados
visa.
Unidos tienen casas en diferentes países, eso se llama embajadas. Y la gente va ahí a solicitar visa, tiene que pagar dinero. Mucho dinero. Para que ellos digan, no, you don't go to our country. Y ellos no te devuelven ni un 5 para atrás.
¿Por qué?
It's a money game, my
Money game?
opinion.
¿Ya?
Now, have you read Human Rights?
No.
There are 30 human rights. One of them is you have the right to travel. Any person has the right to leave his or her country and to return to his or her country. But then Yes?
¿Lo dijiste Omar?
No?
Ah, no te acordaste, ¿va?
Meow.
Sí me acordé.
¿Sí?
No, you can't go. You can't go there.
¿Me dejas el carro?
Yo gané.
Okay, could you ask him for me to give me a ride? Please?
Yo también tengo que estar haciendo eso. Tú tienes boca, tienes pensamiento. Si te acordaste, ¿por qué no le dijiste?
So in the human rights, there are 30 of them. You can look them up. They're called the Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
USS. I don't know.
UDHR. UDHR. It was formed in the United States. It was signed in France in a meeting by the United Nations.
UN.
The UN.
What about the UK? Is that in the UN?
The UN has many countries that joined, and they filled out, some of them signed these human rights. They said no child slavery, for instance, or no child labor.
What about abortion? Is that no abortion? Right?
No, they didn't go that.
¿O quieres tener esta cosa vacía, abierta?
They didn't
I
go
don't
that.
leave them open.
Please get the cat off the table.
Es a las 11, ¿no?
Why you mad?
All right, so one of the human rights says that you have the right to get married. And in a divorce,
You
the
have the
children
right to
belong. You have the right to life, liberty, and the security of person. It's different from the United States Constitution. You have the right to free speech. That's the first one.
Yeah.
The second one is you have the right to bear arms,
Omar, se me olvidó de preguntarte temprano
have a gun.
que si tú puedes darle
And some
raya
people say-
a Daniel mañana.
You have the right to free speech as long as you keep your gun. If you don't have your gun, you don't have any rights.
Vamos a llamarlo, Dinacho. Chao. Son las 10:20.
Wow, they go to the 15th Amendment, 13, 14, and 15.
What about the back page?
All right.
Maybe there's more. You want to go down there?
The 15th Amendment granted black people the right to vote. Okay, so here you are, in 2 years, in 1868, you have the right to be a citizen, but you still are not allowed to vote. So what is a citizen if you're not allowed to vote? So then they made another amendment, 1870. You have the right to vote.
18 or plus.
Mm-hmm. No, 18th Amendment, not 18 years old.
Yeah, to vote 18 plus.
Now look at this girl. It looks like she went to the library, Greenwood Public Library for Negroes. You are late. She was not allowed to go into the library. And see how well dressed she is? And she looks like she's sad, right?
Yeah.
I was not allowed to go to the library in Honduras because I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt, tank top. Not a white one, but one of those.
What do you mean?
I was 16 years old and the guard said, you can't go in.
Guards.
Yes.
Library?
Yes, there's a security guard at this library here now, right? But in Honduras, the guard, he said, you can't come in. I said, oh? And then he said, go home and dress. Ve, vístete. I'm wearing clothes. You see how I was a child? My brain, I didn't understand. They wanted me to wear a shirt like this one
Whose are these?
and pants.
Right? Frank's.
How do you know?
Because Frank's, I sort of remember him wearing these types of, I remember this circle.
Yes, they're Franks.
Whoa.
They're augmented.
They're glued down with the glasses.
He
are-
glued his glasses to the
Sunglasses.
sunglasses.
Was he here?
Yes, he was.
Why?
So don't put him on. That's how you get dizzy right now?
Yeah. And he also taped this. These glasses have gone through a lot. But now, what was he here
So
for?
don't put him like that. Put him with the glass, you see, upside down. But
What was he here for?
he came to visit. But you will find out why he was here.
Why?
See, if you trail me, okay, you know Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes was famous for knowing little details like
Detective.
they ate the pizza on a Friday. How do you know? Most people eat pizza on a Friday, you know? They don't feel like working, they don't feel like cooking. So he would know details. But no, I saw the box in the garbage can. You know?
And there's a receipt inside the box.
Yeah, something like that. So it's basically going through life with your eyes open. Notice everything. In fact, most of the time we block our minds so that we don't notice.
Now, did you know we're constantly looking at our nose? It's just blocked off. Like
Mhm.
the door.
Yeah, we ignore our looking at our nose.
It's weird. Oh,